Hi everybody and welcome to Music for Drums and Orchestra, tune number 10. This one is a reinterpretation of a classical music piece, Clair de Lune by Debussy. And it's a part of my desire to tribute a few musicians and music genres I've been inspired by, especially for this project. I was very insecure to cover this piece because it's such a beautiful piece, and it's so risky to bring classical music into modern music. It's a very dangerous thing to do, but I finally decided to do and to risk it all, and I really tried to bring this piece to the 21st century and using this modern music history and jazz history over 100 years later from when this piece was composed. To do this, I use some grooves here and there, and I add some counterpoint lines, and I changed the rhythm texture of the music pieces. It's very different from the original, but still, the notes are there, the piece is recognizable. And so I'm gonna let you hear 3 parts, and I ask you to try to listen to it without prejudice, because it's gonna be different, it's gonna sound different, but you can think about it that it's fresh, it can be interesting, an interesting reinterpretation of the piece. Okay, let's hear the first part. Okay, so you hear this have a kind of groove, as a kind of hip-hop groove, but very kind of etheric feeling. The next part is the most powerful part of the piece, and I make it very rhythmic, very groovy in some parts. Here it is. Okay. And the final part is very dynamic changing part, which is, it was occasion to use the drums in its different parts and different texture of sound, from the cymbals to the toms and floor toms. Let's hear it. Okay, so here it is. I hope you can see it like something not disrespectful of the author, because the piece is already perfect. It's impossible to make it more beautiful. It's just a reinterpretation, just a way to try to bring it into the modern times, into the contemporary music situation. All right, so the release is gonna be on July 16th and not as usual on Wednesday, because I am gonna be touring Croatia, so I just anticipate one day. And that's all for today. Have a nice week.